welcome back to my sewing adventures. As you can see, I have a brand new setup today. Well, not as much a new setup as a new background, basically. I had a lot of problems with, I was wearing my glasses and I was getting a lot of glare in my glasses, and we are now in autumn and winter is coming, which means I will have less daylight to work with because I've only used natural lighting. So I decided I would try something new to have sort of a backup plan and the opportunity to film even at night when it's dark outside and I don't have any daylight. And I was also attempting to find some sort of lighting situation that would work for wearing glasses. And it is better when I have this setup, than I don't get that much annoying glare in my glasses when I do this instead. But I'm not entirely happy with it, so I'm just gonna try to find my way through this without wearing my glasses. I don't really need glasses all the time, it's just for reading, so it'll be fine, it'll be fine. But yeah, new setup, new place in my living room. I'm hoping that this will be something I can use several times during the winter while filming. Bit more interesting background than the one I had. I'm still in the same room, and what I used to have was the doors into my studio where I have my sewing machine and all that. That used to be my background, but it was also as a very shiny white doors, and it's not very interesting background at all. So let's try this and yeah, we'll see how we like it. Okay, so sewing. First of all, I am wearing one of my, actually this is my only finished object for sewing this week. It is a autumn t-shirt, and this is a pattern by Stuff and Steel, just your basic t-shirt pattern. It also has long sleeves. Nothing in particular, you can use any t-shirt pattern for this project. The fabric is stretchy, it's stretchy fabric. And I had this idea of making a t-shirt and matching panties. It's kind of a thing I'm doing. I want to do lingerie as well, so I'm kind of practicing making simpler undergarments as well. And I don't know, I did not have nearly enough fabric for that, so I had to skip the panties altogether. And what I also found was that I did actually not have enough fabric to cut the front and the back and the sleeves. So I ended up having to cut the sleeve part in half and kind of puzzle my way, well, to get through that. And I also ended up cutting one of the pieces, because each sleeve is now two pieces instead of one, and I had to stitch together in the middle. And I also ended up cutting one of the pieces from the wrong side, so I had, instead of having mirrored pieces, they were the same. But I did manage to scramble so that I can get another piece laid out correctly to finish the sleeve. So I barely made it through the t-shirt. Oh, and also the edging, of course. So I just made it through lengthwise for fabric. Very happy about this. It turned out really nice, and even though I have a seam on each shoulder, you can't really tell. It's not obvious at all because the pattern is so busy. And this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I bought this fabric last year, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think I bought it before Christmas last year. So it's kind of been sitting in my pile, and I've been dying to start working with it. But yeah, well, I don't know, I just saved it. But now autumn is here and it is time. I'm all about the autumn things right now. I'm knitting autumn things, and I am sewing autumn stuff, and people are talking to me on the computer. There you go. So finished pattern, finished project of the week is my autumn t-shirt, which I am so very happy about. Yeah, I think this is my fourth t-shirt, I think, that I made of this model. I have one with dollar bills, you know, look like $1,000. No, wait, you look like $1 million. So I got one of those, and I got one with butterflies, and I got one with kind of just busy pattern. Yeah, so this is my fourth, and I will probably be making more. Actually, I'm thinking I would start making a few jumpers as well, because there's, like I said, the pattern has options for that as well. I don't know if you can tell, but it has options for that as well, and you can do a long sleeve, and you can also do the neckline a bit higher up than this one. But since this is a t-shirt, I wanted it to come down a little bit. So, yay! Very, very happy about that. And I think I'm going to try to get some more fabric of this as well, because I think this is just absolutely beautiful. So the next project I've been working on the past couple of weeks is pillows. I have been working on this one, and I don't know if you remember, I did make project bags out of this fabric, and then I lined it with this white fabric with dollar horses as well. And I've been wanting to make pillows, a couple of pillows in this fabric for the longest time, and just didn't get around to it, but now I did. And this is almost finished. I'm going to do, I need to get out my iron and give it a press, but I'm going to do French seams, and then I just need to decide how to enclose it, if I'm just going to stitch it together, or maybe I'm going to put buttons, yeah, buttons there as well. I do also have one more, I made two, so I got two of these. So it's the same thing. It's white on one side and darker black on the other side, and I really, really love this fabric. It is so beautiful. It is also available, this is a heavier cotton, and it's also available in stretchy fabric, so I did actually make panties out of that. They were very, very cool. But yeah, I'm loving this. I'm trying to come up with more ideas for things that I can make in this fabric, so there will probably be more to come. For these ones, I did not have any particular pattern. I just grabbed the pillows and put them up top and cut the fabric on a whim. So very basic, simple pillows. I made pillows, I think last year. I made these with the more naval theme. This print reminds me a lot of my granddad. He was a fisherman and he was a boat builder, and when I saw this fabric I just instantly felt like, oh, that's my granddad, I need to make something. So I did make a couple of pillows in this fabric as well, that will now be accompanied by these. Very colorful, very colorful. I also have some bright orangey pillows now that I got these at IKEA. These are not, doesn't have any particular color, they're just orange, but it felt very autumny, so I decided to get those. So that's an almost finished project, and should be done within the next couple of days. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. But it's not the only thing I've been sewing. I have also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but something that is very, very important to me is to not to throw stuff away, but always try to fix it, you know, repair it or upcycle it or something or other. We're such a wasteful society, and I have issues with that. So I have been, if you watch my knitting podcast, you know that I have been going at the piles of socks I had, that knitted socks that needed to be repaired. So I'm working on that. And I also, in the same box, I also had items that needed to be sewn one way or the other. So I have started doing that as well, and I grabbed, my son had a pair of favorite jeans that he needed to have fixed, so I've done that. This is not pretty at all because I didn't have thread in the right color, in the same color. But this is like between his legs, so you barely can see it anyway, and it's not fancy pants. So I've been fixing those. He has some more pairs as well. He's kind of, he wears down his pants between his thighs just like his mama. So there are more pairs to fix, and I will do. And luckily he is, even though he's a young man of 24, he is of the same mind as I am, that you should try to repair stuff and not just throw it away and buy new things. So I'm happy to have gotten around to doing that, to get the get that box done with all the stuff that needs to be fixing. Most of it is just minor things, so it's about time. I've just been really busy for a really long time. But first pair of pants are done, yay! And I have also gotten around to finally top stitching the lining of this skirt that I made. Don't you just love that fabric? I love that fabric, it's just awesome. And this is just a plain skirt. I think this is also, oh, I didn't bring that pattern. I think this is also a Stuff and Steel pattern, and it's a skirt in 3 different lengths, and I think this is a shorter one because I'm a short person. I'm not very tall at all, so the shorter version that I initially thought would be, you know, way above the knee for me, when I started checking the measurements, it turned out that it was actually quite long. It's just below the knee instead. So I'm a small person. No, well, short person. But one thing I didn't do when I made this skirt was I didn't top stitch the lining, which meant that the elastic inside would like twist and turn and be just annoying, so annoying. So it's one of those minor things that I've just been putting off because it's a minor thing, and you just think that, you know, I can do that later. It's no rush, which it wasn't, but it just meant that I kept piling stuff all the time. But finally got that done as well. Took me like, what, 2 minutes? But there you go. And finally I also repaired this McCall's blouse. Is actually, I'm trying to find what's up and down. Oh, there we go. There we go. And okay, this is a hard one to see. Maybe if I do like this. This is actually a muslin. I got this fabric from a friend who was destashing, and it was a muslin because I had this really expensive, flowy, beautiful summer fabric that I wanted to make this top in, and yeah, I've never done it, and I decided I would do my first ever muslin, which I have never done before. This is the pattern. This is McCall's 7572. So I made this. This was also a very quick and easy pattern to do, and what I did, I had to fix on the shoulder and down under the arm, because I did the classic, you know, hurrying through a door and I got caught on something and I just jumped, you know, almost fell on my back and just ripped both underneath the arm and on the shoulder. But since it was such a nice wearable muslin, I wanted to fix it so that I could wear it, so it's been sitting in that pile as well. But I finally got around to it now. Actually, looking at it now, I'm kind of feeling that this isn't this a bit autumny as well? The colors? What do you think? Maybe I don't have to tuck this away right away. Maybe I can wear it for a while. Just have a cardigan or something on top of it. That could be nice. Okay, so I'm feeling like I'm kind of rushing through things. I'm sorry. It's very late. It's after midnight. It's after midnight. But I really only have one more thing to show you, and we'll call it a day. I did show you, I think, a couple of patterns last time that I bought, but I did forget one. I did also get this vintage pattern, which is a Vogue, well, not Vogue 9000. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna need my glasses now because I can't see what it says otherwise. This is Mrs. Dress and Belt. So it's a full dress with, and it's got, oh, it's really hard to say. The line drawings is really small. It's a very classic, like 50s. This is a 1951 year design, and I just absolutely love that style. So when I saw this pattern, I just had to have it. So it's something that I ordered from eBay, and it's in mint condition. It is just brand new. It hasn't been cut or anything. So not sure when I'm going to be making this. Probably not during winter, maybe spring, if I can find a nice fabric for it. Because, like I said, I really like that style. So I'm hoping to be able to do some more sewing. This not just this fall and winter, but in general. But I also would like to increase my fabric stash a bit more, because well, I do have a lot of fun stuff there as well, but not a lot of stuff that's kind of practical for more everyday wear, but I'm working on it. Okay, so you know, that's it for now. It's really late. It is time for me to go to bed, and I need to get this edited and out for you. I'm a bit late. I should have shot this video 2 days ago. Been one of those weeks again. Yeah. Sewing a bit more now than I have in a long time, and I have a lot of fun projects coming up. Actually, I do have quite a lot of things in my stash that I can make wearable everyday clothes from, which is what I want to focus on right now. I do of course want to make the more elaborate designs and all that stuff as well, but this time I can do that eventually. I want to get into the groove of it. I want to practice more, and I want to be really good at what I'm doing before I start with the really fancy fabrics. But hopefully there will be some fun projects for you to watch in the future. Yeah, that's it for today. I am going to say good night and finish up here. And yeah, I will see you again in my next sewing adventure in 2 weeks. Or if you're into the Vlogtober thing, I will be doing that as well. So you, if you would like to follow me here on YouTube to check out that. I do have the intention of filming a little bit every day. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'll try. And there might be some sewing there as well. But yeah, if not, I will see you again in 2 weeks. So I hope you'll have a good couple of weeks and get a lot of sewing done. And I'll see you next time. Bye.